Hello, welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell, Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library in Sylacauga. I want to thank you for joining us, and before I get started, I want to thank TV47 for allowing us to tape our programs here and all the help they give us. I really appreciate the nice setup we have. We're trying to be safe during COVID with the peace between us here, so I'm grateful to them. Today I'm excited. My guest is Allyson Craddock. She is a teacher at the high school, and I know you're so much more than that. I'm going to let you tell a little bit more about yourself, but she's joining me here. We're going to talk about an award Sylacauga High School has recently received. So Allyson, thank you for being here, and tell about yourself a little bit.
All right, well, thank you for having me. I'm Allyson Craddock. I am a career and technical education teacher at Sylacauga High School. I'm the department head. I'm also an FBLA advisor and whatever other hat they decide to give you at the time. I've been teaching, this is my 18th year.
Oh, goodness.
And prior to that, I worked in business and industry at the administrative level in a hospital and then also at a bank. And so I've did that for about 17 years. And so I was able to bring some of my working knowledge to the department, and that helped.
That's great.
Of course, I have a Bachelor of Science from UAB in business education. Didn't start out teaching, but that's what it's focused in. And I have a Master's in Career and Technical Education from Athens State University. And I'm currently working on my Master's in Instructional Leadership at Sanford. I finished in May. So
wow.
Yeah, it's been a busy year.
That is exciting.
Yeah,
good for you. Wow,
I got my kids grown, and I was like, well, Mother's going to focus on some things I wanted to do, and so I've been doing that. Of course, I'm married. I'm not from Sylacauga. I wasn't born and raised here, but I've been here for about 26 years now. I'm married to Sylacaugian, and we've been married for 30 years, and we have 3 boys, and we're not all active in the community. And so,
well, y'all are a wonderful family.
Well,
I know I've known you.
It's
your
home.
Family.
This is home now, and so I love the town and being here.
Well, I'm so glad, and you have helped so many kids come through the high school. My girls came through, and I know you've been just a wonderful part of the staff there, especially in the career and technical education (CTE) department. Right. CTE. Okay. Tell us about the award that the high school just recently received.
I will. We got the College Board AP Computer Science Female Diversity Award. Okay. I teach AP Computer Science Principles and AP Computer Science A. They're to their College Board classes. Students that take these classes can take a College Board exam, and if they score a 3 or higher, they can get college credit and not have to take the class. So it's really nice. Now, some colleges require it be a 4, and some will take the 3. It just depends on where they go. But the Female Diversity Award is the College Board and education in general has been trying to close that gender gap. For years you had that stereotype, that old school thinking of boys were better in math and science than girls, and so they would push boys toward those and not girls. Because you think of those fields, engineering, computer science, all those, you think it's male dominated. Right. And so they really want to see more females enter those career choices. And for probably about the last 12 years, we've had a push in the state to start offering computer science courses. Okay. And I've participated for the last 10 years, about every summer I participate in a workshop at the University of Alabama that helps train us, get us ready, because computer science isn't my background. Now, I love computer science, I love technology and working in those areas, but helping us learn how to teach the course and help prepare the students for the AP exam. And so the last couple of years we've had a good mix of female and males in the courses.
Good. I guess I would think it's 2021, maybe that gender gap is closed, but not really. I mean, it's closed some.
It has. I think it has, and I think, I don't think they really push it that way in schools anymore, but it's just taken a while. It takes a while to see that dissipate and go away. And you look now, you're seeing more and more females in those areas than you have in the past.
That's great. Was there a certain criteria you had to meet for
There
this award?
is. They're looking for to at least 50% females in the class, or higher, or a percentage of your population.
Okay.
And so last year, this award was based off our numbers from last school year, and last year was probably my biggest class of females. My girls were pretty much 2 to 1.
Oh, goodness.
And in the class too. And so I had a lot more girls than I did boys. And this year I'm probably right at 50% in my class.
Good.
So, and our guidance department does a great job in trying to place these students. You know, the students sign up for the classes they want to take, but we do, you know, they do help us navigate that as well as trying to promote the class and get students to sign up.
Your guidance department is wonderful. I know, routing people. Tell me what you want to do if you want to go to school. What kind of job would you like? Are you good in math? You know, if you're not good in math, you probably don't need to pursue engineering.
No.
But things like that, looking at the strengths that each student has.
And we do, even though this is an AP class, we do try and encourage students that are interested in computer science that may not be taking AP level classes to take the class.
Okay.
You know, just because you may have a niche for it, and this might be an opportunity for you to explore and see. You know, people think, well, computer science, it is math based. I mean, a lot of your programming has math involved. Now, some of it doesn't, but most of it does. And so you just need to, you know, you have students that think they're not good in math, but yet they're good at programming and creating things, and they just don't equate the two together.
And they need a chance to look at that to
Right.
see if that's what they want to pursue. And taking the AP exam and not having to take the class in college, if you score high enough, that's a money saving.
It is a money saver.
Yes,
It
'cause
really
they're
is.
student debt is high and college is expensive, you know, but that's wonderful. That's
Yes.
great. So you have one computer science class, or how many?
I have 2 computer science classes. Now, with the way it's set up with our State Department, when they take the AP Computer Science Principles class, or even Computer Science A, it can be a career tech. They can get credit as a career and technical education course, or it can be a math course. They can't be both. It can be one or the other. So I have one class, I mean, they meet at the same period, but the way they're set up, one group of kids are getting a math credit and the other are getting a CTE credit. So
That's great.
that's
wonderful.
And you have to now, with the state is really pushing their digital literacy and computer science program, and to teach it, I had to take these courses. You have to be permitted to teach the class, and my certificate shows that I have met their requirements at this time.
Lots of other classes for you in the summer and other times.
Yes,
but
it's, you know, everybody says, well, teachers have the summer off. I really don't.
No.
I spend a lot of my summer in workshops trying to prepare for my curriculum for the next year and the courses I teach.
Well, I know the parents and the students appreciate the other work you have to do and all that to help your students. And
Thank you.
We're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back to talk some more with Allyson.
Home making you sick? Moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions can remedy any mold or mildew problem in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Allyson Craddock. She is the Career Tech Ed Department head, right, at Sylacauga High School. I'm sorry, that's a mouthful.
It is.
But that is a wonderful department, though.
It
y'all
is.
teach so many things there, not
We
just
do.
computer.
No. we have a lot of programs. We have our healthcare science program, which Miss McGrady is over that, and she does an outstanding job. She and Miss Carmack getting our students that are interested in healthcare fields, getting them the opportunity to, you know, do the basics and maybe do some internships at the hospital and local businesses, just doctor's offices, to sort of see if that's what they want to do. And we offer certifications. They have certifications, CNA and CPR and various things. And of course, we do as well. We have our family consumer science, and Miss Vineyard does an excellent job with our students and getting them, you know, food and nutrition and fashion design. And we have a child care program that they do some internships and learning about that. And so there are a lot of programs there. And then we're looking in, we're beginning to start a TV production program.
Oh my goodness,
so
that's exciting.
That's a new program that's coming, as well as our business administration and management, which is what I teach under. So
goodness gracious, that is, all those things are so, I can look at students who maybe did a little bit of that in high school, and some decided this is what I want to pursue. Maybe I want to go to college, or I want to go straight to the workforce, but I've got a resume that has a lot of certificates or certifications on there.
We do. We try and prepare our kids for whether they go straight to workforce or if they're going to college, and that's part of what CT is now. You know, we always think of it as, in our day, as vocational education, shop and all those, but it has changed from that, and it's preparing these kids for, you know, secondary education as well as workforce. And you know, we offer in business management, we offer credentials in Microsoft and Adobe products, software, and as I tell my students, these are opportunities that give you a heads up on a position. You have that certification saying, I'm very proficient in Microsoft Word or Excel or PowerPoint. And business and industry is driving for Excel because that's, you know, everybody has to do some type of budgets and financial statements, and they want them to be in that. And then in my accounting class, we get QuickBooks certified. You know, so students, if they're interested in accounting, they can take those classes and also have the opportunity to, you know, if they get the certification, they could work with a bookkeeper, or, and you know, even if you're going to college, it gives you skills that would help you have a job while you're in school.
That is wonderful. I know it's changed so much from, like you say, when we were in school, and even from when our children were in school.
Yes.
So much has been added.
It has.
Now, I know a lot of things you teach are coming from the State Department of Education, I'm sure, but a lot of things are centered for our area, or kind of you're thinking about the skills needed in our area?
They do. We have, the state provides us with reports that are specific to our area.
Okay.
And so it lets us know what the businesses and industries are in our area, and we do talk with our local businesses to get an idea of the skills they need. We have, each of our programs has an advisory council that's made up of individuals from local businesses that are in our field, like healthcare science would be, you know, some doctors and nurses and administrators from, you know, that type. And then ours, we have local business people that are on our advisory council, and we meet with them at least twice a year and talk to them often through emails, and we use them for input and just to get an idea of what they are looking for, or where they see gaps and areas that we can help them with. You know, I'm an FBLA advisor, and we get ready for competitive events this time of year, and as our students prepare, they let them come and present for them to get them, you know, give them some experience and help them get over their nerves a little bit. Now, COVID's making that a little bit different in this year than last year, but we're adapting.
That's true. Well, and I'm so glad to hear that the skills you teach are needed here. A lot of them are needed here, because we hope that some of these kids will come back to work here, you know, and fill those jobs that they're needed. That's wonderful. I know you mentioned several of the folks who teach in the department. It's a lot larger than I remember the department being.
It is. It is. We've got 7 teachers at the high school and 3 at the middle school.
Wow. Oh, it even starts
it starts at the middle school, yes.
Oh my goodness. Now what kind of I know you're not at that school.
No, we do some pre-engineering and we do computer science.
Oh goodness.
So And we also healthcare science. We do those through. They help feed our programs.
That's great. Well, and I think it helps kids to find things, like we said, things they might want to do. And I've had some kids say, I took that class and I found out that's not what I want to do.
And they have, you know, they'll think, oh, I think I just want to be a nurse, and then they realize, I don't like the sight of blood. No, I don't think that's where I need to be. You know?
Right.
And even if they started in middle school, then they really start, before they get to high school, they have that idea of, yes, I think this is really what I want to do, or no, I think I need to look at something different when I hit high school.
Right. You can always change your mind, but that's good to do.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, I know COVID has put a damper on most everything, but the schools have adapted with virtual learning and everything, which makes the knowledge of computers so much more important.
It does, you know. Just being able, all these different apps and tools that we can use now, and things that have been created to help us. It's still not the same as having them in class.
Right.
But we're adapting. You know.
You still teach.
We still teach. We're still there. You know, I may have a student that is participating online, but they'll send me information saying, I'm having a problem with this, can you help? And I can look at it. It's a little different, but we've gotten a process. You know, if they're having a problem with some computer code, they'll copy and paste the code to me in an email, and I can run it and see what's going on and look at errors and give them some suggestions on how to correct it.
I know having them in person is the best. It's the best way to teach, the best way to learn. But a lot of businesses, especially during COVID, have gone to people working from home. So what a great chance for kids to already have some experience with that. You can take classes, college classes online. They're getting a lot of great experience.
They are.
With that.
They
and
are.
I know you teach much more than that, but it's still how to do that, how to organize your time, how to how to work from home.
It is, and I think, you know, the kids are learning that skill, but I think they do miss the interaction of being at school, and that camaraderie that comes from being in school and on campus.
I know they do. Well, this is a good place. We're going to take a break, and we'll pause, and we'll talk with Allyson in just a moment.
Home making you sick? Moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills. Ox Foundation Solutions can remedy any mold or mildew problem in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Allyson Craddock, who is the Career Tech Ed Department Head at Sylacauga High School. And they've just recently received the College Board AP Computer Science Female Diversity Award. I forgot to mention that except in the very beginning, but that's an exciting award. So you see a lot of girls coming in that department. They're not all just going to be nurses and teachers, so that's great. No. I know, I'm glad. We've talked a little bit about the department and the things you teach, skills in our area, and then skills they can use whether they're going to college or going straight to the workforce. Do you have any stories of any kids that have been through the program and out into the real world and come back?
We have a lot of success stories. You know, we have students that have gone into graphic design, and we have students that have become architects, and a lot of the programs, and we've taught or software applications like Adobe, InDesign, and Photoshop. All those have helped. I've had students that have come up to me and told me, Ms. Craddock, what you taught me in Excel and PowerPoint and Word have helped me in my school and in work every day. I use it, and I appreciate those skills, and that always makes you feel good.
Oh, it does.
I have some students now that are in computer science and seem to be doing well, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how things go for them as they pursue their career.
Right.
So it's just all of our departments have success stories, and we see we have students that do the dual enrollment, and they're taking the machining and welding courses and electrical courses offered at CAC, and they get certified, and they go on to be skilled labor, and that's such a high demand now.
Oh, yes.
And so there are a lot of opportunities that we have that or they have through our department, I think.
That's great. Dual enrollment is another wonderful thing. So you're getting college credit taking when you're
you get
still
high
in high
school and college credit for the courses, yes. That's great. You have students that are taking academic courses as well as the courses that they offer that help them, get these skilled laborers.
That's great. Yeah, we do need more of that.
Yes.
People who are doing that are retiring or
yes, they are, and the the income the salaries in those levels are very good. Especially if you do well and you enjoy it. And some people just college isn't their thing, but they're very good at other areas, and they found what suits them, and that's part of what our department does. It helps them find their area that they're interested in
for their career, whatever it is. That's
and
great.
we have a lot of things that we do that helps them with that. So
that's wonderful, because when you're that young, it's so hard to know what you want to do.
It is. It is.
But that's a lot of experience that they can make those choices, or at least go down that path and see if that's what they want to do. That's wonderful. I know you said this is Career Tech Ed Month.
It is.
February.
It is. February is always the month that we highlight career and technical education throughout the state. And the things that are going on in your department. And so this was a great opportunity to come and talk about our computer science classes and then all of our program in general. And so we do a lot of do some highlights. Of course, in our world, we're gearing up for our FBLA State Leadership Conference, which will be virtual this year.
Oh, goodness.
But our students are still going to compete. We have to record their competitive events and submit those to the State Department for them to be graded. And then, if they place, then we'll still have our national competition, which will probably be virtual as well. It was this last year.
And the high school has always done very well.
We have. We always tease a lot of the schools don't like Sylacauga too much when we get there, but our kids look great, and they've prepared and they do well. And there are some schools that do better in other areas, but we found our niche, and we always have students that either it is some type of presentation, it could be a community service project. It could be a test they take, like someone in my accounting class might take the accounting test, or business and financial calculations, and there's something for everybody.
And that's great. That's learning to dress for success and to present. I know I've had people say when they went to college, boy, I'm so glad I had to present all those FBLA things, because now I know how to do that. It's not a problem in college.
It does help.
And that's a lot of time that you guys spend helping them get ready.
It is a lot of hours. Miss McTeer and Jake, and we all have our area that we focus on with the students and work, and students that do public speaking, and they have to create a speech and give that, and there's so many events that they can compete in or select, and some are single and some are group. So you learn to work collaboratively, and
that's a big one.
So
well, that's great. Well, I'm sorry it's not in person, but I'm glad they're still able to compete. That's great. That's great. And I know you said earlier that when those kids are presenting, they they have a group. You might have someone from the city and business come and hear them present. So you have a lot of partners that work with you.
We do. You know, a lot of our business partnerships are tied through our advisory councils.
Okay,
But then we also have partnerships with the hospital and Radio Alabama and the banks, the local banks. They all, you know, some of them have our students that we still do Aggie Vols, our volunteer program.
That's wonderful.
And we still have students that help at some of those areas. We've, you know, so all those types of partnerships, Bluebell, the SAFE, the Chamber, you know, they're all, those are just a few, but they all help, and they're all willing to say, send the kids, we'll come and let them present to us, or they'll come to the high school and let the kids present to them, just to help them get, you know, and they give them positive feedback, and they tell them where they need to, you know, areas that they might need to focus on.
That's great, because the kids really want to do well. So
They do. They really
open
do.
to constructive criticism.
Yes.
And that's a
when you're
difficult
first learning to present, you have to know how, you know, standing and the movements that you make and the eye contact, and it's, as a teenager, that's something that you're not used to doing. And but those working in through, we all have our own Career Tech student organization. HOSE's Healthcare Science, FCCLA is Family Consumer Science. We have FBLA, which is Future Business Leaders of America. Our TV production will probably do Skills USA. So we all have, and they all have some type of competitive event where the students have to sort of, you know, create something, do something, and put themselves out there. But it is a learning process. It does help them in the future for college and things they have to do there, because you know, when you're in college, there are all types of group activities and collaborative events, or doing something on your own and presenting. And in the workforce, you see it every day.
Oh, yes, yes. So these are actually skills they are going to use every day in their job, probably.
Yes.
That's wonderful. That's great. Well, I know you talked about the TV filming.
TV production.
TV production.
They'll, we'll have the foundations of arts and audiovisual, which they sort of learn the basics. We're doing some medium photography, commercial photography.
Wow.
They'll try and certify like in Photoshop and maybe Premiere, which is the video production software, or Final Cut Express that Apple uses. So they focus on those, and then they'll also help with the Aggie Network, which is Aggie TV, Aggie Network, when creating our newscast. And so it's, you know, that's hopefully where we'll get those students that want to focus on that.
Well, that is wonderful. I tell you, we are almost out of time, but I just appreciate you coming and telling us more, and congratulations on the award.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to be here.
And tell your entire department, as a city, we all appreciate the hard work they do helping our students. My girls were there. They've benefited from it greatly, and I know y'all continue to work hard.
Well, thank you.
Good. Well, thank you, Allyson, for joining me, and thank all of you for joining me on Library Connection. We hope to see you at the library very soon.